Hey guys, Parallel here, and today I am going to be playing through hard mode Borlis Pass. This is the first six-person mission in the Prophecies campaign, and it was honestly pretty simple. I did enjoy this mission because it wasn't as easy as the last one, but it definitely wasn't too hard. So the team setup I'm going for here, since it's a six-man mission, I should probably explain that. I'm going to do the Minion Bomber, I'm going to do the SOS Rip, I'm going to do the Emo Prot Healer, he's just a really big mega healer. I'm also going to do both Mesmers that I have from the 7 Hero Support build. I don't remember builds right now, the names of the builds, but basically one's anti-melee, one's anti-caster. If I remember the names, I'll say them, but I'm sorry. There will be links in the description, etc., for what builds they are and what they mean and what they do, etc. I do believe that the Emo healer is just really good for the 6-man missions. He's just really good at keeping you alive, especially with heavy burst damage and just keeping the damage low. So I just feel like it's really good. For the Borlis Pass, what you have to do is you need to clear a path for the Ascalani soldiers. So what you have to do is you have to light these beacons all the way to the Dwarven Stronghold, and then you have to light the last. Then you have to break through the Stone Summit Citadel, which is carrying items around. And just blowing up gates and killing mini bosses. And then once you get through that, you have to light 3 more beacons at the end of the level. The bonus mission is killing an Ice Drake, which is a mini boss elementalist minion. So basically what you want to do here is I came in here with my regular old build because I didn't want to play SOS Rip. I didn't really have anything else available right now. But what you want to try to do is stick away from builds that are based around weapons or holding things, because for the majority of this mission, you are going to be holding something, whether it's the torch that you have to light the beacons with, powder keg to blow up gates with, the torch at the end, etc. You're very rarely you're only going to have this small time span where you're able to actually hold a weapon. So right here we're going to see our first mini boss. He's an elementalist mini boss. He's actually rather simple to deal with. All of these like centaur creatures are pretty easily dealt with. They don't do a lot of damage. They're pretty squishy. Not supposed to be terribly hard. You will see here that I did forget at the very beginning. There is one beacon that I did forget. So you want to make sure at the very beginning, right behind the guy who gives you the torch, that you get that. I just cut ahead to me going back, clicking that one and coming back because I didn't see a sense in showing it, because it's right behind the guy. It's the first thing you see in this video, and I just didn't click it, so that's my bad. Once you come through the gate, you're instantly going to see this powder keg area. You want to clear away to it and get the powder keg so that you can bring it to the gate that is blocking the way, so you can blow that up so that you can enter the Stone Summit Stronghold. You will see another minion here introduced, the Ice Golems. Ice Golems are very easy creatures. They're pretty squishy. They don't do a lot of damage. They mainly focus on the spike ability that does a lot of does 140 burst damage to you. And when there's a lot of them, that can be a problem. But when you have the Elementalist Prop Monk, it lowers all the damage down to 10%. You can't be dealt damage over 10% of your health, so it lowers it to manageable levels, so you can be healed through it. You just want to make sure that you are being very careful not to pull too much, again, similar to Char missions, because if you pull too much, you could be easily overwhelmed, and that can just lead to an unfortunate wipe, which you never intend to have happen. But yeah. So what I'm doing here is I am just clearing the way as much as I can. I have the powder keg, and there's a gate. There's the gate right there. There's another mini boss in the way. This is a Stone Summit. I think they're like Dolyak Riders or something they're called. I don't remember the class of enemy, but this is an Elementalist minion. My mission was very fond of throwing Elementalist minions in here. I believe it can randomly generate them as any other class. I did face other ones though. But key thing to note when you are facing these Stone Summit packs is there are these Dolyak Riders, I believe they're called. Forgive me if that's not what they're called, but basically the riders, if they're a Beastmaster, you don't have to worry about them. But there's one other name that I can't recall off the top of my head, that they are a healer. So you just want to make sure you take out the Dolyak Riders before you take out anything else in most scenarios. If it's not a Beast Rider, or if it's Beast Rider, you don't have to worry about it. If it's anything else, you should probably take it out because it's just going to extend fights, and you never want extended hard mode fights because it can just lead to unfortunate wipes. Right here, we're going to see a Necromancer mini boss, very easily dealt with. The thing of this mission is when you have to kill the engineers, there are Stone Summit engineers that are commanding the Ballistae, which are assaulting the Dormant Stronghold. They will give a 2% morale boost every time you destroy it, a Ballistae, which is really good, so you kind of want to wait. It can regenerate your resurrection signets. I don't run any, so it personally didn't affect my builds. But it's really useful because it just gets your HP up and keeps you snowballing ahead so that you're not dying. Keeps your energy up and all that. And then we're just going to go through here. In this part of the mission, in this part of the mission, you will find the bonus. So the bonus is there's this dwarf that the Stone Summits have imprisoned. And when you free him by blowing up the door to his prison, he'll tell you about the ice drake that they are hiding somewhere in their stronghold, and he doesn't know where, but you need to find it, you need to kill it for the bonus mission. You will see a lever here. That leads your way to the next part of the level. For the main mission, you want to avoid that and go to the left. But he will tell you that there is an ice drake somewhere in there. Behind him will be I want to say a cave, but basically is a large pile of snow and sticks. Or it's like a pillar of sorts. You want to go back, get another powder keg after blowing up the door to it, and then you want to drop it right on top of it so that it blows it up. And when it blows it up, it'll reveal the entrance to the cave. The cave is very fond of a certain type of Necromancer minion. They will cast a spell called Suffering. You want to be very careful with the Suffering skill. It's actually very dangerous. What it does is you and all party members near you suffer health degeneration of a certain amount of pips. So you want to be very, very careful about how fast you move through this cave, because you can just suddenly be taking loads of damage from them. So you just want to be very, very aware that Suffering is a spell. You'll see I put the powder keg in the wrong spot there, and I have to go back and get it. So I apologize for that. But you just want to be really careful about that. I believe there's a 3-pack, a 4-pack, a 5-pack, another 3-pack, and then a 2-pack plus the Drake. The Drake is an elementalist. He basically is not a challenge at all. You'll see here I opened the cave, and it'll lead you inside. So you just want to be you'll get to use your weapons here too if you brought a weapon build, because you're not carrying anything right now. These guys will cast Suffering and all sorts of enchantments to keep you low, to make sure you deal less damage, but to also make sure you are taking health degeneration. So you just want to be on lookout for that. But yeah, so I'm going to let this play out while I kill the bonus mission until it proceeds back to the main mission so I can describe that. So I will see you in a bit. Alright, and now when you leave the bonus area, you're going to want to get back to that gate area from earlier, and you are going to want to get back on the path. When you walk in here, you are going to see a bunch of ice golem packs and a bunch of stone summits, all besieging the dwarven town that Prince Rurik is sitting in. You have to clear up all of the ice golems and all of the stone summits in the way, otherwise they will not open the gate for you. You want to be really careful over here actually, because immediately when you walk into the area, there will be on the left, there will be one stone summit pack, one full pack with a healer. On the right, there will be a stone summit pack with a healer, and in the middle, there's going to be 6 ice golems. So you want to take this really strategic, or 9 ice golems actually. You want to take this really strategically and try to take out the ice golems first, and then move to one stone summit pack, and then move to the other. They do have this little patrol path where they'll kind of coalesce in one little ball, and then split up back to the ballistae. The engineers again here will give you morale boost, so if you had a dead hero or you didn't have 10% yet, you'll be able to raise your stats. That if you need to redo your resurrection signets, you're able to do that here. So these stone summit packs are pretty easy once you deal with the healer. I unfortunately didn't see the healer automatically. You want to make sure you take care of that. So then once he's dealt with, it's pretty easy. So over here you're going to see that the engineer is just over here, so I immediately thought, oh, I must have killed the other pack and just never saw. Well, actually the other pack went to the center because they have a patrol path where they seem to coalesce onto the gate. You can take care of one pack plus the ice golems, because the ice golems are just so squishy, and the only thing you ever have to worry about really with the stone summit minions are the healers, because everything else is just so squishy. And when you have the prot monk the prot elementalist monk helping you, you really can't take so much burst damage where you're just getting nuked in like 5 seconds. So you can deal with this pretty easily. And then once they're taken care of, the gate will open. When you walk in, you want to talk to Prince Rurik. He'll activate a cutscene. I'm just going to skip over the cutscene. And then you'll want to talk to King Jalis, and he will give you a torch to light the last 3 beacons. When you walk out here, you want to immediately go to the left, and then straight, and then you want to take a right, where there's 2 intersections. On the left intersection are 2 stone summit packs. On the right intersection, you can skip 1 pack and only deal with 1, so it's just less combat that you have to do. You're finishing the mission faster, less chance of dying, etc. I'm just killing all these packs here because I wasn't fully familiar with the area. I'm just trying to figure out where the hell I'm supposed to go, because I can't remember exactly where the place is. But now I do, obviously. So once you go there, you can skip some of the stone summits. But right before the beacons, there will be a mini-boss. And then after the mini-boss, there will be like 3 stone summit beastmasters. All you have to do is light the 3 beacons. But you want to make sure you deal with that mini-boss, because he actually does a little bit of damage. So you just want to make sure you don't die right before you turn in the final quest, obviously. So you can skip this one on the left, take the right here. Go this way, you'll see a stone summit pack, finding dwarves here. You want to deal with it, there's a mini-boss right there. I believe this one's a ranger. I'm not quite familiar with that color offhand right now, but I do believe it is a ranger. So yes, it is a ranger. So you just want to deal with him really quickly. Pretty easy, he's pretty squishy, and you'll see the 3 beacons up here. You click 3 beacons and you are done with the mission. And that is hard mode Borlis Pass. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time on the next hard mode mission. Bye bye.